Finally. My creation's alive. How's it feel? What's up, YouTube? My name's Cryptic Kyle. Hey, man, can we not do an intro like that? What do you mean? Well, it's like kinda corny and worn out, you know? Nah, bro, nah. You just sit back and relax and let me do my job here, okay? So sorry about that, guys. My host body really should be speaking up right now. Anyways, if you clicked on the video, it means you are interested in puppets and or trying to make one. So, don't tell him we got control. Yeah. Let's do that, yeah? What's going on? Right, yeah, my tutorial is the first thing, research some stuff. Whoa, dude, relax. Take a seat, man. Alright, guys, so the first step of anything is to do a bunch of research. So that's what I did. I found really good resources like Adam Savage Tested, Fix the Mic, sounds like garbage. Okay, geez, alright.
Should be a lot better now. Yeah. That's way better. Yeah, so Puppet Nerd and Adam Savage's Tested are real good places to go watch and get an idea. So after you get an idea, you gotta make a plan. Something you can execute on. So, make a numbered list.
Numbered list.
Number 1 on the list, we already started. And I call this
Number
the
1.
concepting phase. Basically, you do a bunch of research, do a bunch of planning, and you get your concepts going. While you're doing this, you want to get a materials list started as well. Now, we do all this so that way we have a really solid idea of what we're getting into. We don't want to get started in a project and not be able to finish it, right? Yeah, so this is what my one and only and first concept looked like. And then this is what my materials list looked like. Ended up running me about $100 for all the materials, which I would equate to roughly about 3 puppets. And that's not including the modeling stand that I made, which ran me about $30, which we'll go over as well. Alright, so before we get into step 2, let's build this modeling stand real quick, which I think just gained sentience?
Yeah,
How was that? How is that for you?
I'm hanging out, bruh.
Pretty weird for me too. Alright, so getting the materials from the store, which cost me about $30. Ended up getting some iron pipe fittings. And the piece of wood I got was actually for free. I just went to the guy in the back and was like, "Hey, you have any free wood?" And he was like, "Sure." It's just some stuff from like a shipping pallet. But yeah, and then I chopped that wood up, tried to put it together into an X with the wrong screws. They were zinc screws, which if you're working with this thick of a wood, definitely get decking screws. Learned that the hard way. So I got the decking screws, stuck it together, painted the whole thing, and then I used the wood zinc screws I got to put the iron on the
Modeling base.
put some masking tape on top, and then step 2. Alright, so step 2. We call this one
Number
the
2.
modeling phase. So, now that we have the modeling base built,
away.
you want to get some tin foil,
A lot
So-
of nonsense.
packaging tape,
I think it looks cool though,
Some
so that's all that matters.
saran wrap, and maybe some masking tape, and just different kinds of packaging tape. Basically, what you're gonna end
now
up
what we're
doing
gonna do
is
basically
taking a
is
shadow cast
we're gonna take some
of
saran wrap,
your
and we're gonna wrap it around
hand
our
and arm,
in the
or at least
mouth
this is
open
what I
position.
did first. And
like
basically
quarters,
that's
though,
when
and
you
then wrap it in
take
packaging
whatever
tape.
you're
And we're gonna get like a really good
taking a
we're gonna
cast
get
of,
a cast basically.
which was
of
my hand,
My hand. Got my hair little.
and
I'm gonna just fold it under the tape. It's okay.
wrap it up in saran wrap, and then use
Bands with tape.
packaging tape to turn it into a semi-solid object. And then you cut that off, fill it up, tape it up a bit more, and you got like an imprint of your hand. So put that on the modeling base, so that way I knew how big to make the head. And then on top of that, you want to start clumping up some tin foil
This is after taping the outlet on, making it straight.
and just using some tape and some tin foil to get the general shape of the puppet that you want around the shadow cast of your hand. All right, and then after you get your model done, you want to wrap it up nice and neat with some, I used a different, like a tan packaging tape here just to make it look cool. And that's the end of step 2. We are going to kick it into another gear, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to get things a-schmovin'.
Step 3.
I like to call this one the patterning phase. You're going to take a shadow cast of that model you just made. Remember the cast we took of our arm earlier? We're going to use that same technique on the model that we just made. And then we're going to take that, we're going to cut it off the model, and then we're going to put it on to some cardboard and experiment with different shapes and just rough draft our pattern out onto the cardboard. Basically, this method, this shadow casting method, allows you to take something 3D and put it onto something 2D. You can... Basically, you cut the shadow cast off, lay it out on something flat, and then hypothetically, you should be able to cut those flat objects out, put them together, and it should resemble what your model looks like. So now that we got the pattern all laid out, and we got some stencils, we can move on to step 4. All right, step number 4. This is the building phase. This is the best step. It is so exciting to see all the hard work you put in come together. So, basically you take the pattern that you just made and you cut it out of some foam. And you're gonna use some contact cement to stick that foam together. This contact cement has some rules. Now, you have to apply it to both surfaces, and then you have to let the surfaces dry before sticking them together. I found that about 20 minutes works for me. And as far as the amount of glue goes, I'd say about 1 to 2 layers, possibly even 3 depending on the density of the material that you're working with. You just want both sides to feel nice and tacky, but you don't want the stuff to seep through. So yeah, you get that done, foam's nice and looking cool, and then you do the same thing with some fabric. Minus the gluing part. You do the stitching. The Henson stitching. Now, I'm not the best at this Henson stitching, as you can see. The Henson stitching is supposed to be an invisible stitch. Now, either I didn't use a dense enough fabric, or my stitches just weren't tight. But basically, it's a ladder stitch, but you run it back to make a Z pattern. I'm not gonna go into explaining this too much. There's a couple videos out there. I believe in you. You can do it. Honestly, just use a thick fabric and maybe just regularly stitch it. I don't know. I don't think your stitching really matters that much. At the end of the day, you could use glue if you wanted. You're just trying to make this fabric lining for the outside of your puppet. For the outside, the skin, the fabric skin for the outside of the foam body. And then I did a various bunch of other things, mini gluings, mini sewings, making the mouth plate, sewing the mouth plate, getting it all glued together, stitched together. That's basically it. I really do believe anybody can make a puppet. It's so easy. And at the end of the day, like, one of the things I learned in this video is just trust the process. Just trust the process. Don't give up on yourself. Finish it because you wanted to finish it. Who cares if it looks weird? What's up? Host Body here. Thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it if you made it this far. Leave a like if you liked it. You know, comment something. Notes. Maybe you make a puppet. Let me know. But yeah. Subscribe if you want to support more DIY videos and some gaming videos that I'm gonna start doing. This was a really good time. I enjoyed making this puppet, and I enjoyed editing this video. And I really like making YouTube videos. It's just... I've been very critical of myself in the past. Hey man, you know, after being in your head for a little bit, I'm sorry I bit you at the beginning of the video. It's okay, bro. You know, I get it. Getting brought into this existence is a confusing and difficult thing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Love you guys so much.
Wake up, take the breath that you deserve. Look up, only the dreamers know their worth.
Yo, you guys see this, dude? What the heck are you still doing here, man? You freaking anomaly? You must really like supporting small artists or something. Well, if you do, you should go check out Colton Eden on Spotify. He's the maker of this outro song. Isn't it rad? I'm gonna sit here and dance to it for a minute.
Is calling your name, sleepwalking sideways out of my lane. And as the night draws close and the sky is scorched from yonder, I start